شكرا دكتورة زينة. هنروح للثيمة الثالثة عشان احنا برضو lagging in time، ومع الليفر ترانسبلانتيشن هنبدأ بدكتور هاني دبوس وهيكلمنا على الاكسباند ذا دونر بول. Is it a nearby achievable dream؟ دكتور هاني دقيقة صح؟
نص دقيقة.
طيب.
Thank you very much for the invitation. We are going to talk about the expanding the donor pool. With expanding the donor pool, we are transferring the harm of the surgery to the recipient in order to increase the number of donors accepted. And this is a problem in the whole world due to the shortage of donors. The selection criteria depends on the upper age limit, and this is center-based, but in our country we are limited with the law that they accept 55 years, body mass index 28, some centers may accept up to 30, degree of steatosis, we accept 15% steatosis in the biopsy, other centers may accept up to 30. And this, of course, has an effect on the graft outcome and the long-term survival of the recipient post-transplant. Expansion of donor selection criteria may increase donor risk, should be made with caution since donor safety is the primary concern. So we are transferring the harm to the recipient. Some anatomic variations may occur in the donor. Some donors may have more than 2 ducts, and some centers may accept up to 3 ducts in the biliary system. Some donors may have what we call it trifurcated portal vein, and this is not accepted by some centers, but we, for example, may accept this depending on the type of trifurcation, whether it's type 1 or type 2. And hepatitis B core positive donors, a long time ago we used to refuse or reject these donors from donation. However, currently we are accepting these donors. Still some centers may reject these donors, but this puts no harm on the recipient. We found that with the use of the nucleoside analogs post-transplant in the recipients, if they are core negative recipients, though the donor is core positive, has no harm, and none of the recipients developed viral flare post-transplant. EBO incompatibility, we do have 2 regimens for the EBO incompatibility. Sometimes we may accept donor with EBO incompatible groups with rituximab-based special immune suppression, or we may do cross-donation between 2 recipients and between 2 donors. And this is ethically accepted in most of the centers. The surgical innovations, again, we may use a smaller graft to a recipient depending on the recipient male or the recipient weight. And of course, with a reduction of the graft-recipient weight ratio to a certain limit. We used to have this limit to be 0.8, but currently we may accept up to 0.7. Some centers may accept up to 0.6, but this carries the risk of a small for size graft. Thank you.